The history of the Benin Kingdom, legacy of Nigeria's ancient empire, long before the rise of colonial powers.
Deep in the rainforests of West Africa, a mighty kingdom flourished, a land of bronze, of artistry, of unmatched governance, where kings were called Obas and their thrones were sacred.
This was the Kingdom of Benin. In today's episode, we journey into the heart of one of Africa's most iconic ancient empires, exploring its rise, glory, and the scars it still carries from colonial looting.
Welcome to A History to 147.
Get ready to discover the soul of
the Benin Kingdom. The story of the Benin Kingdom begins over 1,000 years ago, in the land now known as southern Nigeria.
Originally called Igodomigodo, it was ruled by a line of kings known as the Ogisus Kings of the Sky. These early rulers laid the cultural and political foundations of what would become a powerful state, but change came with the arrival
of a prince from Eweka, son of Oduduwa.
Legend tells us that the people, tired of the Ogisus tyranny, invited this prince to rule. Eweka, I would become the first Oba of Benin, and with him began a dynasty that would last for centuries. The Kingdom of Benin grew into a mighty empire between the 14th and 17th centuries, reaching its zenith under the rule of Oba Ewuare the Great. He reformed the military, expanded the empire's borders, and began the construction of the Great
Walls of Benin. Some say they stretched longer than the Great Wall of China.
The kingdom was known for its urban planning, paved roads, and vibrant markets.
Benin City dazzled early European explorers, who called it one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Its wealth came from a mix of agriculture, trade, and stunning craftsmanship, especially in bronze. No story of Benin is complete without its art. The famed Benin Bronzes' intricate plaques and sculptures cast in brass and bronze tell stories of kings, battles, gods, and rituals.
These weren't just art.
They were historical records, spiritual offerings, and tools of diplomacy. Spirituality ran deep. The Oba was considered divine, the living bridge between the gods and the people. Royal rituals, masked dances, and sacred forests made the kingdom a deeply spiritual place where culture and religion lived side by side. By the 15th century, Portuguese traders arrived on the shores of Benin. For a time, relations were peaceful, marked by trade in goods, ideas, and technologies.
But as centuries passed, the hunger of Europe grew. In 1897, the British launched a brutal invasion of Benin.
The city was burned. The royal palace was looted. Thousands of Benin Bronzes, those sacred heirlooms, were stolen and scattered across museums in Europe and America. Oba Ovonramwen, the reigning king, was exiled. And with his departure, a glorious era ended. But the soul of Benin was never destroyed. Today, the Benin Kingdom lives on not as a political power, but as a symbol of resilience.
The royal family continues to exist, with the Oba of Benin playing a vital spiritual and cultural role in
Nigeria. The call for the return of the looted bronzes has gained momentum. In recent years, European institutions have begun returning some of these stolen treasures. Each return is a step toward healing,
a restoration of dignity. In conclusion,
the Kingdom of Benin was not just a city of walls and palaces.
It was a beacon of African innovation, leadership, and cultural brilliance. Its fall was tragic, but its legacy is immortal. Through its stories, art, and people, Benin speaks again.
It reminds us that Africa was never in darkness, only hidden
behind stolen memories. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to A History to 147.
Let's keep Africa's stories alive, one tale at a time.